Something that we had worked on for a while and really didn't know what we had until one day we said, hey, this might work out pretty well. For a lot of you that already have autofocus tilt cameras, probably for the most part, we kind of consider the Cadillac camera. The ability to, automatic focus, 10 power zoom, 270 degree tilting action on it. But we thought, can we make it better? Can we make it work a little bit nicer? Well, we did. The cool part is we did something that we look back at all the data that we had about repair work and stuff, and usually what the big thing that happens with autofocus tilt cameras is somebody comes through a damper or goes through a hard spot pretty well and forgets to pull the camera back in and end up either tearing the motor apart or something else. So we did something pretty cool. Let me show you. Turn the camera on. As you can see, the lights are coming up here as it would be at the bottom of the camera, but you kind of wonder, like, what's this all about? But I'll get to that. I wanted to show you this. Yep, you got it, 360 degrees. The reason we did it is that by doing the 360 degrees, we'd have the ability now to, if you hit the thing, it just skips the cog instead of tearing out a motor or limit switch or something like that. Again, more expensive repair work. So now it doesn't matter which way you want to go, left or right, up or down, the camera can be turned in that position. So let me just show you something else here. I have it put down, so I'm actually, as you can see on the screen, I'm actually looking at the tilt motor itself. Full 360 degrees, no wires to cut, no nothing. It's basically a slip ring application. It goes around and around and around and around until the cows come home and come back again. So the cool part about that is I said, well, gee, is there a way that we could make this somewhat the ability to basically look where you're going, and then plus at the same time all have the ability to look at this angle or at this angle or at this angle, all the angles that you like to look at, sometimes for better definition of the photograph. And by gosh, we came up with this. So now back to this, what this is. So we took the connector off the back side and we put it back here. As a matter of fact, I have them on a set of Rovac rods, which a lot of you guys already have in stock. So I put the pin here and put the Rovac on this end. So in essence, what I've done is kind of did a 180 with the camera. So I reversed it this way. And for the sake of not having to go through the damper and crawl down and whatnot, I'm just going to cheat and go through here. But what I did do is with the ability of having the stabilizer up here, it allowed me to do something I haven't been able to do quite in a while. Stick the whole rod up through here, bring it back down, and watch the image. Of course, now I can see my sidewalls, and I can go and look like this. You can see where I've just come down, because obviously probably the camera is, yep, right there. Okay, so you can see where the camera is. So I can see my angle just by turning the rod this left or right. I can look inside the chimney. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go the other way so I'm not upside down. There we go. Now it's not upside down, so it's corrected. So as you can see, there's my hand right here, so you're looking down there. But like most people, you run across chimneys with offsets and things, and boy, wouldn't it be great if I could just look up here. And there's up. So now, of course, you see a little, I'll put it out of the way, so you're looking just a little bit past zero. Let me pull it back down so you can see. That's what you're looking through. So it's just a little bit past zero, which in a lot of cases is a great thing to have when you're going through an offset. Because I'm sure if you've ever gone through the chimney, you're going up like this, you might see the top section down here, but you really can't see the bottom section. With it on a little tilt like that, your world opens up that you can actually see the camera going through the offset. So as you can see up here, I've got a little offset up here to go through, and I'll take you through there so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'll take the camera and I'll move it up. Okay, if you want to watch the screen, we can watch the screen. We'll put another rod on. I'll bring the camera up, so now I can actually, just by turning the camera a little bit this way, or turning the camera a little bit this way, I can see go through the offset, and I can see it. Now I can see the next liner up there offset or misaligned somewhat, but if I want to, of course, come down and see the liner itself where the offset's running, all you do is turn the camera this way, and of course I can see the bend and the opening in the bend. So now you have basically the best of both worlds, and if you wanted to, of course, want to look down before you hit the frame, well, there's the frame, So there you have the ability to see on the frame. So you can see the other liner down here. Want to look up, you'd look the other way. So it's kind of a really neat trick of being able to use the existing camera system and basically offer you a range from here all the way up, around, and all the way back down over to here, and the ability to turn just left or right to give you basically your 180 degrees, 360 degrees this way. So it just really offers you ability to have a greater view, less breakdowns, we hope, of people breaking the cameras, and the ability to get super views of being able to look up in front of you. So that's the reason kind of what we did. If you already have one of these, it's not very expensive to make the change out for you. And it's something that if you like, can be made to anybody who has a Series 200, Series 450, and even the older systems that are out there before the series even started, where we were offering the autofocus tilt. Because this camera's been on the market almost 10 years. It's been a proven leader. It's done really great. I just wanted to enhance it a little bit by going into something large, into larger fluids like this camera can. So a little bit tougher to get through thimbles. That's what we have the Lighthouse camera for, and the other camera. But if you're doing a lot of fireplaces, a lot of open things where you need a lot of views to see things, this is a great, great way to do it for not a lot of money, especially when you already own the system. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you soon.